So you're thinking about moving to Palm Beach County, Florida in 2024. Well, whether you're buying, renting, or just curious about the cost of living down here in South Florida, here are some of the things that you need to know, and we're going to be getting into it. From the skyrocketing home prices to the ever increasing rents that you're going to be paying, the impact of high interest rates and how they're hitting the market even harder. It's important to really be prepared. So stick around, because this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything that you need to know about making a wise decision when you're moving down here to Palm Beach County in 2024. Let's make it happen. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Vinny. This is Living in South Florida, and in today's video, I'm going to be looking at the cost of living in Palm Beach County, Florida in 2024. Now, if you're considering moving down here, if you're relocating here for a job, maybe you just want a better lifestyle, you enjoy the beaches, you've been vacationing here for a long time, and now it's time to make the move. Whatever the reason is, you're going to be looking at housing one way or the other. Whether you're going to be buying a home or renting, it's important to understand what you're really getting into. So today I'm going to be covering 5 different topics for you, and we're going to be talking about things that are affecting the market. Let's get after it. First and foremost, what I want to talk to you about are the taxes in Palm Beach County. Property taxes in Palm Beach County, it's one of the highest property tax rates in all of Florida. So you're going to have to budget for that. You have to understand, when you buy a home, the owner has a tax rate, and their tax rate has something built into it more often than not called a homestead exemption. I'll get into that in a minute. Now, the tax rate when you purchase a home, let's say it's $400 per month, so it's a $4,800 tax rate, but you buy the home for, let's say, $700,000. So let's say you buy it up in Wellington and your tax rate is 1.8%. Well, 1.8% times $7,000 comes out to be about $12,600 per year. So if you cut that up and you say, okay, well, that divided by 12 months is going to be looking at about $1,050 per month. So you just jumped from $400 a month all the way up to $1,050. That's an increase of $650 per month that you're going to be spending on your new adjusted assessed tax rate for the village of Wellington. So, and it depends on where you buy. Your tax rate's going to fluctuate anywhere from 1.3% all the way up to 1.8%. So you have to be prepared for that, because a lot of people don't. And when they get their new tax bill the following year, some people have to think about selling because they didn't plan for that in their budget and they're not making enough money to cover that. Be ready for that. A homestead exemption means that it's a primary residence. You purchase the home, you're going to live in it. So you're going to get tax credit. What this does is it takes $25,000 per person for a married couple. So me and my wife had our tax credit on our homestead exemption of $50,000. And that $50,000 comes off of the taxable value of the home. So instead of it being a $500,000 taxable value, it's now a $450,000 taxable value because we filed for the homestead exemption. There are also other exemptions that you can get through the tax assessor's office. You can get something for being over 55. You can also get something for being a veteran if you served in the U.S. military. And if you're a 100% disabled veteran, guess what? You don't pay any property taxes. So that's a great thing. You can also get something for being a teacher. There are several different ones. So when you purchase your home, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take a look at how many exemptions you can actually get off of your property. And if you really take a look at it, you can get a substantial discount on your taxable value of your home through your homestead exemption. So make sure that you apply that. Now, one of the great things about Florida is that we don't have any state income tax, and a lot of people feel relief when they're moving from California, Chicago, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, places that hit you with local taxation on your wages as well as your federal taxation on your wages. So when people move here, they love it because they don't have any state taxes to pay on their income, and it's a great relief for them. Sales tax right now is going up. The current sales tax in Palm Beach County is right around 7%, and that's on all goods and services that you're going to enjoy when you're living in the area. So you have to be prepared for that. I'm not sure where you're moving from and if there's a sales tax attached to all goods and services where you're coming from, but here, that's how it's done and that's how it's rated. So taxation most definitely is going to affect your cost of living wherever it is that you're coming from. Make sure that you budget into it and you take a close look. And when you're ready to purchase a home, we can take a look at whatever the tax code is and how the property is going to be assessed. And I can help you figure out exactly what your taxes are going to be when they reassess you in the following year. All right, let's talk a little bit about homeowners insurance. Now, homeowners insurance has gone up exponentially every single year since I moved back here in 2018. We purchased a home in 2020. 2021, the homeowners insurance went up. 2022, it went up again. It just continued to go up. Finally, we sold the property and we ended up cashing out a great chunk of money because we had the huge rise in equity. So that was awesome. Currently, homeowners insurance is projected to go up between 20 and 30% over the next year. And a lot of it has to do with the frequent hurricanes and the storms and the tornadoes that recently hit us in this year. So in 2024, we had over 39 tornadoes touch down, a lot of them here in Palm Beach County, some in Broward, and they caused a lot of damage. It is said that over $30 billion worth of damage had been caused by the hurricanes as well as the tornadoes. So that's an exceptional amount of money, and that's going to force people into paying higher rates for their homeowners insurance. Also, insurance companies are going to want you to have exceptional hurricane protection. They're going to have requirements set up, whether it be hurricane shutters or impact windows. Now remember, hurricane shutters can be one of two ways. You can actually have accordion shutters that are very simple to close up, or you can have panel shutters that you have to put up by hand and you have to screw them into place so that way you're protected from the storms and from all that high wind and projectiles that could potentially come flying at your home. You know, having hurricane protection, if you're purchasing a home that doesn't have hurricane protection, then you're going to have to do something about that before you can actually get an insurance policy. So don't forget about that. Now, flood insurance is something that's new, and a lot of insurance companies are going to start requiring it, and it doesn't matter whether you live in a flood zone or not. They're going to be jumping all over you because we had flooding in places in Palm Beach County that we had never had flooding before. And so with that, now the insurance companies are using that as a way to start charging more and have all of these other little sub policies in order to help offset the cost should you suffer any flooding. All right, now that leads us to the rising cost of home sales. You know, prices have been on the rise for a long time. Palm Beach County real estate market has seen significant growth in the home prices. And in 2024, the median home price is going up about 6% year to date. If you're looking at a single family residence, then you're dealing with about a $600,000 median price range. That's for a small home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Right? Once you step into the 4-bedroom, 2.5, 4-bedroom, 3, you're looking at $700,000, $750,000 up to $800,000. If you're looking, and that depends on the community that you live, the city that you're living in, the school zone that you want to be zoned for. All of these things come into play when you're looking at purchasing a home. The demand is still outpacing the supply when it comes to the single family residence market. When it comes to the other markets, such as a condo market, townhouse market, villa market, you have plenty of options there. It's actually a buyer's market in all of those different products. Single family residences, we're starting to see longer days on market. We're starting to see it become more of a buyer's market for that product as well, but it hasn't gotten there yet. So longer days on market simply means that they started too high and the interest rates are keeping things at bay as well for the buyers. So that has had an impact as well. Florida is also known for its great investment potential. Despite the rising costs, Palm Beach County remains a hotspot for people to invest in real estate because it's a prime location. It's a fantastic lifestyle. Whether they're looking for an Airbnb, they're looking for a short-term rental, they could do seasonal rentals down here as well, where they do it just for the season, furnished apartments for short terms when the snowbirds come down, like October, November, all the way through to March and April time. If they purchase something out in Wellington that they can lease out for a short term, then they use that for the equestrian and all of the events that are going on from November all the way through till April. So investments are still great here, and that also causes the demand for single family residences and properties that don't have restrictions on rentals to drive up the price or to have a higher demand. If you're not looking to buy something and you want to rent something and come down here, then what you're looking at are average prices of rents for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home is right around $2,500. All right. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit better, a little bit bigger, you're looking for a different school zone or whatever, you're looking at $3,500 to $4,000, right? If you're looking for, let's say, a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with a pool in a good school zone, it's anywhere from $4,500 all the way up to $5,500 per month for your rental price. So just look at that. If you're going to budget in, if you want to transition here when you're relocating and you want to rent something for a year, in order to be able to get to know the area, see exactly where you want to live, figure out what schools, if schools are a factor, figure out what schools you want your kids in and all of that. That's a good idea. Just prepare yourself that you're going to be spending anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000 per month in rent. With the housing market and the sales being slower, there's now a limited availability for people who want to rent houses. So when they come onto the market, you have to jump on them quick. Fewer people are purchasing homes because of the higher interest rates, and they're opting to rent. They're either staying renting or they're finding a rental instead of moving down here and actually purchasing something. And that drives up the demand for the rental properties. So make sure that you're looking early enough. Let's say you're moving down here, you want to start looking 90 days prior for your rental. You want to be ready to pull the trigger 30 days before you actually move here. Rent is expected to continue to rise as the housing market slows down and less people are purchasing homes. So it's pushing people out of the purchase category into the rental category. So if you're considering renting, just be prepared for the rental prices to continue to increase over the next couple of years. Interest rates are causing the market to slow down quite a bit. They've significantly impacted Palm Beach County housing market. Interest rates are right now, between 6.5% and 7%. They have been over 7%. They dropped all the way down to 5.5 back in September. And so for buyers who were actually in the saddle and they were looking for a home and they had their lender on target, they got an accepted contract, they locked in a really good rate for the current market because they locked in like a 5.5 or 5.25. Now we're looking at 6.5, 6 3/4. And even though the election is over and the Feds met this week, current interest rates are still right around 6.5%. They dropped it by 0.25 basis points, but that really isn't going to soften the market for any buyers out there right now. So you have to really take that into account and you have to run things off of your projected monthly payment. All depends on what you can afford for your monthly payment, whether or not you can purchase. Interest rates are having a huge impact on affordability, right? These high interest rates are making monthly mortgage payments so much more expensive, and they're pricing out many potential buyers, pushing them towards renting instead. Or I've seen people actually pack everything up, put it in storage, and go and live with family for a year. It's not unheard of to see somebody actually just say, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go live with family, and they just let it be out. So here's the long-term outlook for what's going to happen. While interest rates are expected to remain high throughout the rest of 2024 and moving into 2025, this could create more opportunities for buyers as the home prices start to stabilize. Remember, we have less competition and they're getting longer days on market with properties that are for sale. So if you're coming down here, you have a great job or you just sold your home and you're looking to buy something down here, you've got cash to be able to purchase something, you can really negotiate a good price and get a good deal on a home down here right now. So don't forget that. It is going to benefit people like yourself who have the cash on hand and don't have to worry about the monthly affordability. All right, so there you have it. That's a snapshot of the cost of living in Palm Beach County, Florida here in 2024. Whether you're planning on buying a home, renting something, or simply trying to relocate down here to the area, it's essential for you to understand how factors like taxes and homeowners insurance and interest rates can affect your budget and what's going to be your out-of-pocket expenses every single month. So if you have any questions, just do me a favor, reach out, let me know. You can reach me at this number right here, 561-320-4433. It's my direct line. I answer it every time. Once again, my name is Vinny. This is Living in South Florida. I can't wait to help you start living your Florida dream. We'll see you on the next video.